I did it. I fell asleep while watching movie. So good morning, guys, and I actually woke up quite early today, at around 8 in the morning. I usually wake up at 9 or 10 or something when I'm sleeping outside, but I had to get up and take a leak, and I think I actually woke up because of it's pretty windy and it rains. Yeah, but I just been out taking a leak, and now I think I will just take an hour more or something while it's raining. The weather forecast says that it will stop raining in about an hour or something, but we will see. I think I'll try to take an hour more of sleep. But yeah, this sleeping bag, this Sea to Summit Spark 3, it's actually a quite good bag. Pretty good. I've not been freezing in the bag at any time, but it definitely does feel that it's more cold inside than, I said, my mountain equipment. But yeah, not freezing at any point. The reason that I am wearing my long underwear right now is that I was out taking a leak, and right now I'm not completely zipped up in the bag, so then it's nice to have a layer of long underwear on you. So, but I think I will try to take a nap now again for like an hour or so, and then I will see how hot it gets when wearing long underwear in the bag. So yeah, we will see. Okay guys, so I just woke up here, and I noticed that there is starting to leak water inside the hammock here. So I think I will have to find out what is going on. So that was quite awakening here, and it's still raining. So let me get to work. Alright you guys, I just had to get quickly out of bed, and it seems I'm actually very lucky right now with the timing, because as you see, it's only raining a little right now. So but it's been pouring down for a long time now. So check this out, man. All of a sudden I just noticed that there was wet spots in the hammock. Take a look at this, man. That is crap. And I found out why. You see, the width here of the trees means that the hammock could just fit in. There's too little strap here to function as a drain for the rain. Drain for the rain. So that means that the water travels all the way down here, and then it travels on this edge here, the zipper edge, all the way around, and then it also runs down through the side there, and that is what makes the whole hammock wet. So a tip for you guys: make sure you have at least, I would say, a half a meter of strap from your hammock straps. If not, it will definitely get wet if it starts raining. Oh yeah, I packed down the camp, and I'm telling you, the Amok hammock and the Expert 9 Sin mat is totally soaked in water. In this bay right here, the waters are more calm, but I know when I get out there, it's definitely not gonna be calm waters anymore. But yeah, I decided that I'm gonna sail back right now. So we are now on the water, and yeah, right here the waters are okay, but I just know that out there in the open it's gonna be pretty wavy. Yeah, and guys, I saw that my sleeping bag, the new Sea to Summit, also got really wet. So yeah, wet sleeping bag, wet sleeping pad.
and wet hammock. No, not today, pal. So, yeah, but I was also, when I went from home, I was thinking I was gonna do 1 or 2 nights. So I'm just glad I got to do 1 night here. And then I said, I'm probably gonna take a day of van life too. I really love van life too, man. It's a special way also of adventuring, because you just drive to wherever you like and park somewhere where you have a beautiful view and just open the doors, man. Lay there on your bed, coffee in your hand, watch the sunset or the sunrise. Yeah, as you can see right now, it's pretty windy and the stream is going that way, so I'm heading directly into the current. So yeah, now we got to shore and we're gonna get the kayak onto the roof of the adventure van. I got the kayak on the roof, and right now the sun is out, so I'm trying to take advantage of it and dry up all my stuff that are soaked. Yeah guys, so as you see, I packed up the adventure van and I drove for quite some time, and I found this lake right here. Look at that, man. Is that beautiful or what? Absolutely stunning. Yeah, so right now I have the choice of packing down my kayak one more time, packing down the gear one more time, and then head out on the lake here and see if I can find some island where I can set up camp. My sleeping bag, amongst other things, are still wet, so I highly doubt that if I took my gear out now, which I could because the sun is peeking out, so I could definitely lay it out here and dry it out, but the time it would take to get it to dry and also getting the kayak in the water and all this stuff, that's not the biggest thing, but packing down the kayak and head out on the lake and find an island, I highly doubt, when I look at the clock, that I would make it to an island in time before the sun sets. And on this trip I would really much love to get to shore on some island before the sun sets. Sometimes I sail in the dark too. I don't have a problem with it. Sometimes it's actually quite cool, but it requires some different lighting than what I brought today. It's not enough just with a headlamp, not in my opinion, not in lakes like this. Safety first, and there's a lot of rocky bottoms here, so you can very easily hit one of the rocks with your kayak and turn over, and you don't want to be doing that in the dark. So yeah, I think it's gonna be van life. But hey man, this spot isn't crazy for van life. What a view from the bed. And yeah, as said, I really love the van life aspect too. As many of you know, I do all kinds of adventures. I'm also diving and yeah, riding motorcycle and all this van life stuff. So yeah, this will be a good mix on the channel, because I can't remember if I even did a video with van life. But today I'm gonna put some van life in it. So this trip went from being a kayak trip 1 to 2 days to being a kayak trip for 1 day, 1 night, And now, a van life, one nighter, and then back to Denmark. Voila! Yeah, I had to hang my bag up so it could dry a little because it's actually pretty soaking wet. And also some of my clothing there, so yeah, and I had to get the adventure van Odin ready for a sleepover because it was kind of messy before. I just threw everything in there, so now it's much more livable. And I have my coffee right here and my food for this evening, and I'm gonna sleep in this amazing, by the way, self-built bed. It can retract, so it becomes a 160 centimeters, no, 140 centimeters wide bed, so I guess a queen size bed for when my son is coming with me. And then I use this right here. I put this stuff on the window so I will get some airflow through the car even with the window open, but people still can't get their filthy hands inside. So that's just great, man. And I'm telling you, all this light that I put on it, man, it's like a spaceship when it's driving in the evening time. I would love to be out there for one more night. But I also love my van life, so I'll settle for the van today, now when all my gear is wet. But now I'm gonna have some dinner. And tonight's menu, as I don't have any more steak left, is chicken tikka masala. Love it. And by the way, these real tuamat is by far the best hiking foods I've ever tasted. I love them, man. I really love them. Great stuff. So yeah, dinner time for me, and the obligatory beer. It's a rule that when you're outside, when you're hiking, adventuring, you need a beer with your dinner. Remember that. By the way, look at this paint job. I painted the whole car myself. It is a form of Linux called Raptor. It's so cool, man, because you know it's scratch proof and it keeps rust out, and also yeah, it's just so great for me because I'm driving through the forest and stuff like this. Oh, I hear a bike. Wow, that was an old retro bike. Cool stuff. Sounds nice, man. Yeah, I said this Raptor stuff. It's so durable and so tough. So, which is great when I'm driving into places like this because, yeah, it's pretty often that you know sticks and trees and stuff like this go up against the sides here. And this paint job, this Raptor, great stuff, man. Scratch proof. Doesn't matter. Keep that in mind if some of you are gonna build an adventure van. Great stuff, great stuff. But now food. Am I even recording? What in the... Okay, I'm recording. Yeah, great. First time, baby. First time. My jet boy works. A charm. Now, while I'm making my dinner, let me share my initial thoughts on my Sea to Summit Spark 3 sleeping bag. It's a great sleeping bag. I loved it. It's definitely not as warm as my Mountain Equipment Glacier Expedition sleeping bag. But of course, that also is a minus 35 degrees comfort temperature sleeping bag. This said it had minus 2 degrees Celsius comfort temperature. And last night it went down to 1, 2 plus degrees Celsius. And I wasn't freezing at all, but I could feel I was a little chilly at times, especially if I didn't zip it all the way up. I had to zip it all the way up. But bear in mind, I sleep in boxer shorts and t-shirt. This morning, when I woke up, I had to take on my long underwear because I felt kind of chilly. It was as it got colder this morning, but that was probably because of the wind. So, yeah, -2 degrees Celsius comfort temperature. I bet it's true, especially if you're like most of the people who sleep in long underwear. You could also just use a liner in it, but I'm not too fond of liners, but that's just what that is. Anyways, one thing though, I feel there's missing or a little error on the back, and it isn't really an error. I know that they use a YKK zipper, which is a great zipper. Much of my stuff have YKK zippers, including my mountain equipment sleeping bag, but this one is a lightweight YKK zipper, and I don't know if it's the fabric, because it's so fluffy and light in some kind of way. It's so light and it's so thin. All the fabric is so thin, but it snags. The zipper snags very easily, and sometimes when you want to zip it down, it's not easy, man. You have to hold the rest of the bag and up and down, and then you get it zipped open. So compared to my mountain equipment sleeping bag, it always works, man. This zipper, no matter what. It doesn't even matter if I'm laying on top of it and I take my hand under my bag, it still works. This was kind of hard at times, but I would still say it's a great sleeping bag. And maybe it's because it's a new sleeping bag, I don't know. But no matter what, I think it's a great sleeping bag, and it packs down very small compared to what you're getting. So that is great. But as I said earlier, I will be making a complete review of that sleeping bag, the Sea2 Summit Spark 3. But I do have to have some more nights in it before I can even comment on how I really feel it is, because right now I just have one night in it. But on my next trip I will definitely also be bringing the Sea2 Summit sleeping bag so I can test it out again. And by the way, my next trip will be a hiking trip. I'll of course make a video about that also. It is a backpacking trip. I've done a lot of day hikes lately, but yeah, it's some time ago that I did a backpacking trip with an overnighter. So I'm gonna do that soon. And as I said, I will be making a video about that. And I will bring that Sea2 Summit sleeping bag so we can get some more nights in it. Oh, chicken masala. This, by far, as I said, is my favorite brand of hiking foods. I've tried so many, but this, yeah, I've never gotten anyone that I didn't think tasted really, really good. So definitely my favorite, and also very easy. And I love the fact that it has this close sipping thing up here. So when you pour water in it, just sip it up and leave it standing there. And in so many other hiking foods, you have to roll it and all kinds of stuff, which isn't a problem. This is just easier, and then it just tastes better, man, than anything else of any hiking foods I've ever tasted. So great stuff. But yeah, that was my initial thoughts on the Sea2 Summit Spark 3 sleeping bag. Great stuff, man, that it takes up so little space. And 655 grams, that is nothing compared to what you're getting in that sleeping bag. Beautiful bag, man. But yeah, I said a few minuses. So I will say, for now, my mountain equipment sleeping bag is definitely still my favorite bag of all time. It's such a great bag, man. And it's like, when you're sleeping in that sleeping bag, the mountain equipment, it's like you're at some classy, top of the line hotel, and that's your duvet, and you know, it's just so amazing, man. Can't even explain. So soft and so fluffy, and yeah, nice bag. I really love that bag. I think I will come to love that bag too, but maybe in a different kind of way. Time will tell, I guess. Now I just want my food, and then I want to go in the van. It's getting a little chilly now. I just want to eat my food, get in the van, watch some movies. This is great, man. Dinner is done. Look at this. Chicken masala. Also very clever function that when it's done heating up, then you just remove the top part, and then you just have this little bag. Very clever. Very clever system. Wow. This is like going to a restaurant and ordering this stuff. It's that good. And this is that good too. Beer. What a place, man. And again, guys, if some of you want to visit this exact place where I was, both the island and this place right here, send me a PM on Instagram. It's expedition_hawk. Or just put a comment here on the video and I will gladly send you the coordinates as to where you can find this place. Very nice spot. A room with a view. That is 100% sure. Is this great, man? Or is this just great? There is no other way to describe it than this is just great. Perfection. And I have coffee and I have cocoa and I have, yeah, chips, and I even think I have a little candy left, so that's just great, man. And this is what's so cozy about van life. Just to lie here, watch a movie. Normally when I do van life I bring my iPad Pro because that is almost, yeah, I think double the size of that one or something, but that normal sized iPad will do. I didn't plan on doing van life on this trip, but yeah, circumstances did that we are now doing one overnighter of van life, which is great too, with it. Who wouldn't love this? And I actually also got a heating system in this car, which runs when the car is off. So that's cool. I have a display up here where I can select the temperature and for how long for it to stay on. So that's just, it's amazing, man. Hashtag van life. But yeah, I was just lying here thinking about this is a great example of adventure trips not always going exactly the way that you planned them to go. It's not only the newbies in the outdoor life that experiences that. Even us that has been doing this for a long time, we also get into situations sometimes where it don't go as planned. And it's okay, man. It's a part of the trip. Take it as that. So the fact that I'm spending my second night here in my van, that wasn't planned at all. I would much rather be on some island, but that's just the way it is. And luckily, I love my van life too. So yeah, it's cool, man. It's a part of the trip. And if you sometimes get into situations where your trips don't go as planned, take it as a learning curve if it's beginner mistakes. And also just if the circumstances change, so you have to do something else than what you planned. Don't take the trip as a fail or something. Enjoy it still. Just like this, I'm totally enjoying this. It's super cool. So yeah, it's still a part of the trip. And it's been a great trip, man. Really great trip. But now, I'm definitely gonna go to bed. So I'll see you in the morning, guys. Sleep tight. Oh, this is great, man. Good morning, guys. Take a look at this. It's great. Really nice, man. Nice weather. A nice place, that's for sure. Yeah, so that was an overnighter here in my adventure van. I had a great night. Slept like a baby. And today I slept to 9:30 in the morning, so that's just great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some morning coffee now, and then I'm probably gonna pack up the van, and then I'm gonna drive home from this amazing place back to Denmark. Not that I wanna go, but yeah. Woo! Gotta love this. Great. And there we have the Odin bus waiting for me to make some coffee in it. She's old, but she's a beauty. Kinda like Selma Hayek or something. Yeah, well, this is a great van. It seriously never failed me at any time. Not even after doing 1,200 kilometers straight. No issues whatsoever. Gotta love it. And yeah, you're right. I have slippers on. These are my van slippers. The best coffee in the world is the morning coffee. That is for sure. Yeah, so the battery just died on me on the other camera, so switching over to this one. It will be funny to see the difference in this camera and the other camera, because this is actually an action camera. The other one ain't, so that would be funny. And also sound wise, what the difference is. Today's coffee is just standard Merrill Gold, nothing fancy about it. And of course, not to forget, a little sugar and oat milk. And my spoon. My spark. What the hell is this noise? Oh, great, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. I would like to see if this has a wider angle. Yeah, this definitely does have a wider angle. That's for sure. But of course, this is an action cam. Where the other one ain't. And guys, by the way, or girls, if any of you have a particular place you really think someone like me should visit, I really love places like this, so you pretty much know what I'm after when I'm looking for new places to do my kayak trips. So if any of you know some really beautiful places like this, or even better than this, in the southern or eastern, yeah, even western part of Sweden, or southern eastern part of Norway, please let me know. I've been to Geiranger and Nerøy Fjord in Norway, so anything other than that, not that it's beautiful, it's the most beautiful place I've ever been actually, but yeah, I want to try something different too. So if you do know a place, give me a shout out. Hit me up on that PM, or just post it here in the comment. If you don't want to give out the coordinates just publicly, just ask me to write you and I will write you for the coordinates. So that's just, yeah, that was just a side note. Not that I want to, but yeah guys, this is the end of this 3-day trip. 2 nights out here, one in the hammock, and one in the adventure van. But this is the end of this trip right here. Oh, how I don't want to leave this place. And look at the water today. Absolutely perfect for kayaking, but yeah, that's the way it is. Have to get back to Denmark. I have some appointments today. But yeah, it won't be long until I'm back up here again, that's for certain. So let's head out there. Let's hit the road, Jack, and go to Denmark. And we are now on the road heading towards Denmark. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed this trip. If you did, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more. And throw me a comment, man, if there's something you want to tell me, or something you want to ask me. So that was it for this trip, guys. And yeah, I hope you all stay safe in these times. And I will see you soon for the next video, which will probably be a review video or a hiking video. We will see about that. But a new video coming up soon. So stay tuned, guys. And for now, Expedition Hawk signing off. København. Men jeg tror jo ikke det er sandt.